Hi, I'm going to teach you how to make raspberry butter. We are going to do this for Valentine's Day. It's a really fun treat to send. You put it in a little cellophane bag and tie it with cute ribbon, and then you can either purchase a loaf of bread or you can make bread. So we're going to do that today. First ingredient, of course, is heavy cream. You can just get that at Costco or anywhere, depending on how much you want to make. And then I also have some homemade raspberry jam. It's actually raspberry peach, and it's seedless, so that's probably the best to do. The seeds are probably okay, but it just kind of makes it a little bit gritty in the butter. So seedless is probably the best way to go. And then I've got a pan here with wax paper, and then different sizes of heart cookie cutters that you can put the butter in. Just kind of knife it in there and flatten it out, make sure it's flat, and then just kind of push it out and refrigerate it on the pan so that it gets cool enough to put in your bag. So we'll go from there. We'll put the cream in the Bosch mixer, and what you do is you just you just turn it on high. Make sure the lid's on, because once it turns to butter, it goes really fast. So we'll put that in and we'll go from there. Okay, what we did is whip the cream, and it took about 10 to 12 minutes, and it just depends on your how fast you beat it, but it does take a while. But if you can look in there, and you can see the butter. And what I did too is I added just a little bit of pink food coloring, just to make it a little bit pinker. So that's kind of what it looks like. And then what we're going to do is you put it in a strainer and let all of the buttermilk seep out of that. You can also use the buttermilk you can use it in pancakes or anything that you would use milk in. Okay, I've put it in the strainer, and you just kind of let it drip there for a little while. You can actually press it down a little bit, and you notice, if you can see the color, it is a little bit pink, so it'll be really, really cute when we make the heart shapes. Okay, so what I'll do is I take a knife, and I put this back in the mixer, and I added just a little bit of salt, and if you want it a little bit sweeter, I added like a tablespoon of powdered sugar, and that just kind of sweetens the butter a little bit. So you'll take your cookie cutters, and what I do is I just fill it up. So you'll just fill it up like that and get it pretty tight in there. And just make sure that it's pressed down pretty well. And you also might have to smooth the other side too. And just put a little bit extra in the other side, just so that it's nice and full in there. Okay. Now what you can do too is take it right out. Sometimes it's easier if you have several cookie cutters, either of the same size or different size, and that way you can refrigerate them before you get them out of the cookie cutter. If not, you can just kind of shape it with your knife and just kind of go around it and just smooth it out, and that works too. Okay. Here are some of them that just got them out of their cookie cutter, and some of them look a little rough, but you can actually refrigerate them and then smooth out the edges a little bit if you want to, but they are fine. They end up looking really good in a cute little cellophane bag. And what I do too is I usually push it out from the back side of the cookie cutter and then turn it over so that it's the smooth side is up. It works really great, and they end up being really cute. You can do different sizes and just like put 3 in a bag with some bread. It is just really darling. And just make sure you keep it refrigerated. So I'm just going to transfer them to a clean plate and a clean wax paper. So I can refrigerate them. Okay, I've transferred it onto a plate with a clean wax paper, just so that I can refrigerate it and make sure that it's hard before I put it in the bags. They turned out really cute. We'll go ahead and put that in the fridge. And I just covered it with wax paper as well. Also, just so you know, you can make butter without the raspberries, and it is just delicious. And like I say, you just add a little bit of salt if you like to. It doesn't take much. And I made it with, I did 4 half pints. That's, I did about 2 pints worth of cream, and this is how many it made. So if you have a bunch you want to make, that's great. It doesn't make a ton, but it makes plenty. Okay, so after they've chilled, I actually got just a disposable paper product and put the hearts in there, and then put it in a little bag. You can do a clear one or a cute Valentine bag. You could also get a cute plate, a little Valentine plate. And like I say, you could just take that with a loaf of bread from Great Harvest, or you can make it and just cellophane it up together, or put it all in a bigger bag, and it would be so cute.